Hello, this is Daniel Wright with Family First Educational Services. As we make plans for the coming school year, I wanted to give families an opportunity to know what I will be offering in the fall. This, of course, is Raphael's School of Athens, completed in 1511, and it is part of what was once the Papal Library Room. First, we'll be starting with the introduction to engineering. Dr. Stephen Ressler will be our guide. He is a leading engineer and West Point instructor. Together with him, we'll explore the challenges faced and the solutions found in the construction of the world's greatest structures, both ancient and modern. We will rediscover the techniques and materials used, and even build scale models of some of the world's most amazing structural systems. Now, our goals are both collaborative and individual. Together, they'll include constructing a lift bridge model, recreating blueprints of the Parthenon, replicating a dome, building a suspension bridge model, and constructing a working trebuchet as the capstone of our course. Individual challenges will include a paper, 3 to 5 pages in length, on one of 15 great structures still standing, to describe the structure, to explore briefly how it was built, what its original purpose was, how it still stands, and overall, what makes it so incredible. The choices will include the Great Pyramids, the Eiffel Tower, the Brooklyn Bridge, the Empire State Building, the Taj Mahal, Hagia Sophia, the Dome of the Rock, and St. Paul's Cathedral. Now, our course textbooks will certainly be the guidebooks that go along with Dr. Ressler's DVD series, Understanding the World's Greatest Structures and Understanding Greek and Roman Technology. But in addition, we'll also be using Analyzing Architecture by Simon Unwin and J.E. Gordon's Structures, or Why Things Don't Fall Down. The course cost will be $370, not counting the supplying of materials, or $440, including the textbooks mentioned above and both DVD sets. The minimum enrollment will be 4 students. Second, I'll be offering World History 2. We've already covered this past year World History 1 from the beginning to the Crusades. Well, we'll pick up where we left off and begin with the Renaissance to the collapse of the Berlin Wall. I will offer World History 1 if there are a minimum of 4 new students who are available to enroll. This is, of course, the Transfiguration, Raphael's final and, some would say, greatest work, completed in 1520. We'll continue our journey through world events, participating in the rich conversation of the great books and the ideas that inspired Western civilization. There'll be 2 price points, $475 without materials, or $580 with all 10 new required texts in the specific editions listed, not including the 3 recommended titles. We'll discuss that in a moment. It will combine, like World History 1, 1 English credit and 1 history credit, with potentially the same CPALM course codes listed here. There'll be a minimum enrollment of 4 students. Now, we've started talking about our textbooks. We already have a literal translation we've used in year 1 of the Old and New Testaments. We'll also be using again the Timetables of History by Bernard Grun. This year we'll be debuting 4 volumes of the Broadview Anthology of British Literature, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, and Volume 5. Further, we'll be using Sources of the Western Tradition From the Renaissance to the Present, Volume 2. Of course, there are a number of volumes under this title, but we'll exclusively use Volume 2. We'll also be reading The Portable Renaissance Reader. Along with this, Galileo's Commandment, 2,500 Years of Great Science Writing. And then 3 titles that really do belong in any library. Animal Farm by George Orwell. Then we have The Road to Serfdom by Frederick Hayek. And third, Ideas Have Consequences by Richard Weaver. Our recommended text will be The Politically Incorrect Guide to Western Civilization by Anthony Esolen, Carnage and Culture, Landmark Battles and the Rise of Western Power by Victor Davis Hanson, and The Victory of Reason, How Christianity Led to Freedom, Capitalism, and Western Success by Rodney Stark. Third, I will be offering a writing and research class. We'll be joining together a very rich scope of literary examples and rigorous practical exercises in writing as well as research, so that this class will sharpen your students' organizational abilities, refine your students' clarity of expression, both verbal and written, and third, strengthen your students' aptitude in our information-saturated world with some training in basic principles of sound research. The text for this class will be The Lively Art of Writing by Lucille Payne. It's a small yellow book, but it's packed full of some very challenging material. Second, we'll be using William Badke's The Survivor's Guide to Library Research, a very humorous and lighthearted as well as challenging work. And third, The Elements of Style, reprint edition by William Strunk Jr. and E.B. White. Our recommended texts are Wakeful Words, edited by Jen Greenholt, MLA Handbook, 8th edition, and The Oxford Guide to Library Research, 4th edition, by Thomas Mann. The cost of this course will be $425, including all 6 texts above, or $360 without these materials. The minimum enrollment will be 4 students. All right, that is what I'll be offering this fall. I welcome any questions, comments, feedback, so feel free to contact me by email, designdoctor1688@gmail.com, as we continue to plan. Have a safe and wonderful summer. Look forward to working with you in the fall. Take care and God bless.